Hi, I'm Robert Gehrke with the Salt Lake Tribune, here to explain ranked choice voting. This year, municipalities around the state have the option of choosing to use ranked choice voting, or some call it instant runoff voting, in their municipal elections. Since 2019, cities have had the option of choosing to use ranked choice voting, so maybe you live in one of those cities that's used it before, and you already know how it works. For the rest of you, it may seem complicated at first, but stick with us. Basically, in ranked choice voting, instead of just voting for one candidate on your ballot, you get to rank the candidates in order from your favorite down to your least favorite. So, for example, if we have an election for Utah's favorite mascot, our candidates are Cosmo, the BYU Cougar, the Jazz Bear, Leo, the Lion from Real Salt Lake, and Swoop, the Red-tailed Hawk from the University of Utah. Now, this is kind of important. In order for any candidate to win, they have to get at least half of the vote. Say we have 25 voters in this election, they're going to need at least 13 to win the election. So let's say you're a huge soccer fan. You rank Leo first. Cosmo is a close second. Jazz Bear is your third pick. And well, you can't stand the University of Utah, so Swoop, he's last on your ballot. If you really don't like a candidate, you don't have to rank that person at all, just leave the space blank. Now everyone has cast their ballots and Swoop ends up with 9 first place votes. Jazz Bear gets 7. Cosmo 5, and Leo 4. But nobody has hit that 13 vote threshold. So we eliminate Leo, the lowest vote getter. Sorry, man. And then we look at the second choices for those 4 Leo voters. That's 2 more votes for Bear, 1 more for Cosmo, and 1 vote for Swoop. Now Swoop is ahead with 10, Bear has 9, Cosmo now has 6. But we still don't reach that 13 vote threshold. So we have 1 more round, and this time Cosmo was eliminated, and we see the next choice for those 6 voters who cast their ballots for Cosmo. And because no self-respecting BYU fan would ever vote for Swoop, 5 of the 6 votes go to Jazz Bear. Swoop gets 1. That's it. Swoop has 11 votes. Jazz Bear, he's our winner because he has 14 and he's officially Utah's favorite mascot. Now, proponents of ranked choice voting say it's an improvement on our current system because you get to vote for the candidate you like best without having to worry about wasting your vote, because if that candidate's eliminated, your second choice or third choice will end up counting still. It also can change the way candidates campaign, because instead of going scorched earth or tearing down your opponents, you still have to campaign for those second or third choices, so you engage with voters that you might not otherwise, because those second and third choices can count. Just ask Swoop. So the system has some critics too. Some say it's overly complicated and can confuse voters. Some say it lacks transparency. Others say it can take too long to get the results. Ultimately, cities get to decide which system they want to use this year. So if you're not sure which system your city's chosen, you can contact your city clerk or the lieutenant governor's office, or find out in the Salt Lake Tribune. Whichever system you end up using, it's important to vote. So happy voting, and we'll see you in November.